Okay, so the projector. The projector is one of the easiest pieces of equipment in the booth to use. It's one of the most annoying to turn on though. I'll show that in the next clip because I need to find the projector remote. Alright, this is the projector remote right here. If it's ever missing from the booth, just check like that podium down there, or that table. A lot of times people will take it down and then forget to bring it back up. A lot of options on this remote, but similar to the boards, there's only a few you'll actually use. That main one being the on and sort of the on button, right? There we go, so you just kind of point that. I find it helps to actually put it under the projector a bit. And you probably can't see, but that light's flashing. It was red. It's turning green, and the projector's turning on. Now, quickly before we do that, one quick question that people often have is, how do I actually get the projector screen down like it is right now? The answer to that is if you go backstage, a little to the left, this big curtain here, pull that aside, and you'll see this little switch here. It says up and down. It's flicked to down right now because the scrim is down, but if I were to flick it up, you can see that the projector scrim is already going up. So I'll put it back down again since we're going to show off the projector. Now, if you bring down the projector screen and you start seeing beautiful images of cities and the countrysides, that means the projector is on Chromecast mode. That can be great if you're a teacher. You can just cast to the projector. But if you're a student and you don't have permission to Chromecast, like me, there's an input button on this remote here. Actually, correction, there's multiple input buttons on this remote here. See HDMI, LAN, computer. So if you want your input to be the plugin I mentioned earlier in the first video right there, you're going to want to click on the computer 1 button here. Let me focus, and that will switch it to the correct input. And if you want to change it back to Chromecast, it's HDMI 1 for Chromecast. So a quick note on projecting with VGA or an HDMI cord plugged into your computer instead of using Chromecast. If you're taking this route and you also want audio, you're going to need to plug in this aux cord into your computer. Sometimes the aux cord is kind of hiding in this bundle of cords, so just, quick note to look through there if you're struggling to find it, and if you are using it, it'd be awesome if you could put it somewhere where it's like super visible to everybody who might want to look for it. But yeah, you'd plug it in, and then you'd go to aux, and I guess you'd play some sound on your computer, whichever one of the signal buttons lights up. I think it used to be this one, I believe, but sometimes it changes. Whichever signal light you see flashing, that's the channel it's going through. So you're going to want to unmute that channel, and then you can adjust your volume accordingly. And of course, like I said in the sound video, if you press select here, and then go over to this screen, occasionally somebody will turn the gain way down for some reason. So you can kind of turn that to the right a bit if you want to turn up the gain. If you're getting like good audio already, I wouldn't recommend doing that. You only really want to turn up the gain if you find that you're needing to take the switch above this line here to get good audio. Because that could cause some feedback if you're bringing the switch above that line. Yeah, because of the extra complexity involving the soundboard when you're projecting, some people will just prefer to use Chromecast, because with Chromecast, you don't need an aux cord or anything like that. It just works. But yeah, it's a projector. You can see when I move around my mouse on the trackpad of the laptop. It's also moving around here. I can do whatever I want, really. I can go onto Safari. I can search a video to play my class. Maybe I want to rickroll them and play Never Gonna Give You Up. If the soundboard were on, you can watch that video again. If the soundboard were on, there was an aux cord plugged into the computer, and it was unmuted, you'd be able to hear audio right now of being rickrolled. Now when you're turning off the projector, a lot of times people will press this on button, which seems intuitive because that's the button you use to turn it on, But what you actually want to press is this standby button when you're turning off the projector. So I'll press it, then you can see on the scrim there it's saying power off. Press the button again if you want to turn it off. I didn't press the button again, so it went back to on mode. But I'll press it once, I'll press it twice, and there we go, the projector is now off. And that's it really. I mean, when you're done, just unplug the computer. If you're really cool, and you took the remote down there for your class, you'll bring the remote back up here if you're really cool. And yeah. So yeah, that's the projector. Just a short, quick little video. And the next video, and our last video, is going to be QLab. I am going to miss you guys a lot. This was really fun going on this tech booth journey with you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the QLab.